All right, greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Nadira Lugg, and I am the president and founder of One Love and Light Center. We are a 501c3 spiritual center, and we're here to always to support and help you maintain your blissful Zen. Yes. And we do this several ways. We do this by doing yoga, guided meditations. We do this by Reiki healing sessions. And also, while we're here, oracle readings. So I do oracle and tarot readings, but today we are going to be doing the oracle reading for the moon of, I'm sorry, not the moon, for Capricorn. We're using the Capricorn moon tonight to give a wonderful September reading. So if you have a sun, moon, rising, or Venus in the sign of Capricorn, this reading is for you. Yes, come through. I'm still on a high vibe with my studio space. I'm still getting stuff together, learning a whole lot. And so trust me when I say I'm flowing like water to get this done. And every day I'm learning something new. So sit back, relax. Let's get this started, beautiful people. As always, the format is as follows. We're going to do some grounding. Then I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. After that, we're going to go over the cards. I'll pull two to three cards to go into details with. And after that, we'll go ahead and do a recap and we're out. All right. So beautiful people, let's begin. If you are ready to ground yourselves, because I'm all about energy, come through. Ground yourselves, place your feet firmly on the floor. If you are sitting at a seat, or if you're lying down, just chill out, get into a place of Zen. I've already done my work. I always start off with doing my work, spraying, smudging, get in my life. And I advise you to always smudge your space as well. All right. Get into a comfortable place in a quiet space. And let's get this going. We're going to do some breath work. Inhaling through our nose. Again, take an inhale through your nose. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Calling in our angels, our ancestors, our spirit guides, divine one to come in for the sign of Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let them hear the words, the advice, the guidance that they need to hear today. And so it is for the month of September. So it is. Thank you. Amen. Yes. Let's get this cracking. All right, beautiful people. So I have 5 decks. I've already shuffled, put my energy stays in these decks. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and start looking for my jumpers, getting this stuff out. So let's get it, beautiful people. What are the messages for Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc., who they need to hear? The people who are watching this message right now, what do they need to know, heal, hear, be aware of? For the sign of Capricorn. Sign of Capricorn. Come through. Yes. Just put that there. Down the line. What do they need to know? Heal, be aware. Ooh, that came real quick. Come through. There's some stuff that need to be said today, I see. Come through. All right. That makes sense. All right. Hope everyone is okay and living their best lives. Go to they need to know, heal, be aware of. Come through, angels and ancestors. This is your deck. I know that's right. Ooh. Never had this one, but I like it. 2 more. Stay with me, beautiful people. Self-care card. Self-care for Capricorn. Self-care. Self-care for Capricorn. Self-care. Self-care. Come back. It's all right. What does Capricorn need to focus on? What is the energy? What do they need to focus on? What is Capricorn? Sun, moon. Okay. Throw on that one. Ain't mad at you. Oh, all right. I get that. Hold on just a minute. I got to. This one jumped all the way out. That's okay. We're going to go find them. All right. Yes. Now back to the self-care. Self-care. Let's get it. Capricorn. Self-care for the Capricorn. Cats. Goats. Earth sign. Through. All right. All right. Ooh. Let's get it. All right, Capricorns, you are a wonderful earth sign. So it's not surprising. First one up, we're going to start with the crystal cards. Underneath the deck, you have new beginnings, but you also started with Mother Earth. Mother Earth. The upside. The upside. Okay. And this is what? Cocoxinite. So, earth sign. Get to grounding yourselves. Get into nature. Get into some walks. One of the wonderful things I do love doing is I do walks with my hubby. I surely do. Grounding myself in nature is a beautiful connectedness that I think anyone and everyone should enjoy. Walking in grass. If you're comfortable enough, take your shoes off. Kick off your shoes, relax your feet. Go ahead and get into a park. Go for a walk. Go to the beach. Do whatever you need to do to get somewhere to listen to the sounds of the birds singing. Get into nature, touch a tree, water your plants, talk to your plants, anything that comes from the life form of earth, that green energy, that life energy. Ground yourselves. Get into that mode of meditation, thinking of all the wonderful things of gratitude. Get into connection with Mother Earth. Come through, Mother Gaia. You have new beginnings around here. What's going on? Capricorn, we're looking for a new job, new space, a move, a new move, something new. There's some newness energy around here. And there's something waiting for you. So let's figure out what exactly it is, okay? You also have, moving on, we also have the shadow card 18, which equals 9 if we go into single digits, okay? So there's some shadow work that needs to be happening, maybe in preparation to get into the new beginnings. Shadow work is not a bad thing. A lot of people want to think that when you have to do your shadow ordeal or bring your shadow side into center stage, that it's a bad thing, and it's not. It really is a harmony. If you notice, let's see if we can get you to see. I know I got my ring. There we go. I'm doing that at a little angle. But you have the same person, light and dark, and they're holding on to the same scepter. There's a connectedness. All of us have what you want to call a good side or a bad side, but we shouldn't label it. It is our characteristics and our qualities and our attributes that create the person that we are. And at the end of the day, we're always working with a balance. We got masculine, we got feminine energy. And at the end of the day, we have to learn to take these characteristics that we probably don't like or are on the highest of things we like about ourselves and learn how to marry the two. There's a partnership. There are times when I get real bitchy, so to say, for those who might get sensitive with the ears. But there are times when I need this bitchiness to come out, especially when I'm trying to get something done, because it makes me more aggressive. It makes me more standing my ground kind of, I'm glad I said that, standing my ground kind of energy. Okay, so at the end of the day, she's not out every single day. I mean, it's the Gemini in me. I've been told I have multiple personalities, but at the right time, at the right place, well, she's going to kick in at the right time in the right place. And I know when that time is the appropriate time, because again, it's a marrying of all the parts of me. So there's some shadow work that needs to be done, but I need you to make peace with the shadow portion of yourselves, Capricorn. It's not a bad thing. It's all about perspective. Always remember that we're shifting our perspective so that we can find the good. It doesn't always have to be negative, that we can find the good in every situation, every environment, every life lesson. Real talk. You also have love begins. So here we go with some more beginning energy. Okay, you had new beginnings, and now you have love begins. Love begins, the number one. Are we loving on ourselves? Are we loving on someone else? Is it a new relationship? Is it a new friendship? Remember, love goes into so many different categories. It could be love of a pet, a new pet. It could be love of a sibling, something new happening. It could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Romantic is also in that category, but it could be so much more. The point is, are you in a finally in a space of loving on yourself and loving others? Now, do you have room? Are you ready to make room for loving on a higher scale than what you've been doing before? It's the time, it's the energy. This moon is kicking in for you to get ready for this newness of love and beginnings of new love. I had to laugh. Moving on. And your angels and ancestors, you have mountains. Stand your ground. So I think it's so cute that before I was giving the example of the bitchiness. It's all good. It just depends on how you label it. Is something bothering you, Capricorn? Is somebody you feel is questioning your authority or questioning your boundaries? Because I'm a firm believer of setting and keeping healthy boundaries. Whatever it is, if you're in an inner conflict or even and I don't like even using conflict, but in debates or feeling like there's some kind of obstacle that you really, if you really wholeheartedly feel that you are correct on this, then stand your ground. There's no need to argue with people. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So if you have a certain belief or a certain idea as something that you want to hold on to get out, to get ready for this new beginning, hold on to it. Okay, stand your ground. It starts with your faith and your belief. If you wholeheartedly believe in your idea, then guess what? The right person at the right time is going to believe in it too. Nobody's going to believe in your newness or your new ideas and your new beginnings if you don't believe in it. So stand your ground. Don't, if you feel like somebody's pushing you to sell before it's time for you to sell, you have to be at peace with whatever decisions and choices that you make. Meditate on it. Figure out, ask for guides. Ask for guidance from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, divine one. Ask for universe to step in, but know that you need to tune into yourself to make your final decision. And when you make your final decision, Stand your ground. There's fluidity that goes on throughout this lifetime, and we must know when to flow. But at the end of the day, even though I am a flower and I move with fluidity, there are times where I hear the messages and I got to stand firm into it. So stand your ground. If there's no budging, the mountains are strong. Stand your ground. Pick and choose, but choose wisely, okay? You also have underneath the deck, White Witch. White Witch, be the light. I see she's here with her owls, her butterflies. Butterflies are always a sign of transformation. She's covered in greenery, growth. Once again, that's that good earth energy. She even got a pentacle that's always about resources. In tarot, that's about resources, material prosperity and gain. Also in Wicca, now I'm not too familiar with all that goes on with Wicca and the White Witch, but at the end of the day, it's like I said, in comparison of talking about the pentacle in itself in tarot, it represents with your earth sign, because this is what it's about with your earth sign. It's about your resources, your financial resources, your monetary resources, your material resources, okay? Yes, come through. So be the light, beautiful people. She has her owl of wisdom, her symbol of wisdom. Be the light. I'm a firm believer to shine your light. And so I do believe, and I could be wrong, but I do believe White Witch. It's all about light-hearted magic. And you know what? And because of that, I'm definitely going to read this one, put a stone in here, because we're going to dive deep. So before I even say anything with that, let's dive more deep into that, okay? Yes, let's do that. Moving on. We have wake up call number 19. Wake up call. 19 becomes 20, which is a 2. You are about to discover your life's purpose. I love it. I love it. It's a wake up call. Can you get that? Yeah, wake up call. Yes, you are about to discover your life's purpose. Is this why you're standing your ground? Are you having a new beginnings? This is why we're having the new beginnings going on around here. There's a newness and there's awakening. I love it. You have received your wake-up calls. Maybe you've been receiving signs and symbols and synchronicities, letting you know what you are naturally gifted with. If you are, I need you to tune in, tap in, and pay attention, beautiful people. It's a beautiful thing when you're working within your life's purpose. Why? It never feels like work. I am so grateful that I finally listened in. I knew I had the gift of making people feel good. It didn't matter who was in my presence. It didn't ever matter who I was talking to. Somehow, some way, the compliments that I will always receive was, I love being in your presence. Now I had to figure out, what does that mean for me in life? I like feeling good. I like making other people feel good. I love astrology. I love tarot. I love everything of a spiritual realm. I had to find and focus on my purpose. Now, I used to be a teacher. I'm currently still an actress. I love it. Why? It's a hobby of mine. It is a purpose of mine too, because again, I like to entertain and to make people feel good. I had to learn how to marry all of my gifts, God-given gifts, my innate gifts, and figure out what was best for me to literally make a living with it. And there's nothing wrong with making a living on your gift. It is your gift. Work smarter, not harder. If something comes easy to you and it's done with ease, guess what? There is somehow, some way to make financial stability a gain for you by using your gifts. So people, open up and expand. Step into your life's purpose. Like I said, there's some signals around here, and this is your message. And if you're watching me right now, message. It's time. Love on yourself. Start the begin with the beginning. It's time. It's time. You also have old habits. 57. 57. What's 1, 3? That's what, 4. Okay, so an old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. So, oh wait, no, 5, 7, that's 13. That's, what is that? Is that right? 3, 2? Oh, I'm horrible at, look, that's not my gift. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so it's 3. It is. That's all right. Stay with me, beautiful people. That's not my gift. Communication, not math, but I have a loving husband to balance that out. I digress. Old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. So if we're starting these new beginnings, guess what? We got to let go of some old. Got to let go of some old shit, beautiful people. Let's be real about this. If what you've been doing has not been working, it's time to do something different. So old habits can be anything. And you know what? Spirit is calling me. And we're going to go and dive into that. So are we sleeping late? Are we smoking? Are we drinking? It can be anything. You and only you alone know what old habits have been keeping you from your success. Bad choices in people that you hang around, your environment. It can be a cycle. And one thing about cycles is if we're not careful, we're going to continue to repeat them. And so this wake-up call that you're getting ready to have or are in the process of having, this is your day. This is your day to make a decision, to set into steps right now, moving forward, that you have to release this old shit in order to get ready for what? Your new shit. Yes, let's be real about that, okay? Let's be real. So I'm going to definitely put a crystal on that one. And underneath the deck, you have approval, 16. Now, I definitely know that one. That one's going to be 7. Approval. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. I love this. I love this. Approval. Approval. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. This can kind of go along with that stand on your ground. You got to love on yourself. I am a firm believer at the end of the day, you have got to love on yourself. You have to approve of yourself. I just did a reading the other day for Sagittarius. And one of the things, the cards that were pulled was acceptance. There is such an importance in acceptance of yourself. How can you live, for example, how can you live in your life's purpose if you don't know who you are? And you have to know who you are and whose you are. You have to be able to step in it with confidence. I know who I am. It took me a long time to get there. And I knew a long time ago and I forgot her. I forgot her and I had to relearn and introduce myself to her again in order to get my Zen, my inner Zen, my inner light to shine forth. And ever since then, I've been shining, baby, unapologetic. There's nothing wrong with that because I had to accept myself. I had to accept my quirks. I had to accept my sense of humor. I had to accept my smart mouth. I had to accept a lot. I even had to, my little bitchy attitude or my calm, zenful attitude. I had to learn and marry everything about me and love everything about me. My crazy wild hair, my wide smile, my wide teeth, everything about me. I had to learn to accept and be grateful that I am me and that I am unique and that my father, aha moment. My father's a Capricorn and he named me. My name is Nadira. Nadira, and it means in Arabic, unique. So this unique individual had to learn to accept that. I had to accept my name. I had to accept every part of me. And I invite you to do that for yourself. Stand in the mirror. Name all the beautiful, wonderful things about you that you love. Let it be physical, let it be mental, let it be emotional. Name your attributes that make you who you are. The little nuances of your personality. What are your talents? What are your gifts? What makes you happy? What makes you tick? Whatever it is, You have to learn to accept and and approve every part about you. That way, in your wholeness, honey, there is power and there is strength. And when you go out and live your life's purpose, people hear you, people listen to you, people gravitate to you, people want to be around you because there's a wholeness and a completeness that goes along with it. Get you some, beautiful people. Get you some. Yes. Moving on. For your self-care, self-care, I think this is cute. We have what? Meditate. Meditation is calling you, beautiful people. It's time to get into a oneness. You notice how girlfriend is sitting with her legs crossed in a patch of greenery. That could be a park. She has her crystals right in the center. She has her openness and her crown. It's a connectedness. The swirl going right up. It's a connectedness. There's something with you, earth energy. You need to ground yourself. You need to get in with nature. There's green in this deck. There's green calling out to you, okay? And it's calling you for a reason. Get grounded. Sit in silence. Sit with music. I tell people all the time, a lot of people get hung up with the factor, and sometimes they get nervous when they hear meditate. I can't sit down. I can't do this for. You can do whatever you want to if you set your mind to it. And understand this, meditation doesn't necessarily mean you have to sit in quiet. I like to sit in quiet, but I also meditate in different other ways. I sit and meditate in prayer before I go to bed. I also listen to music. Music brings me into a sense of flow that I just love and I can't let go. I'll rhyme with that one. I listen to music before I get into this space and get into my intuitive space to share with you. You can be in a meditative state while you're doing some of the things that you love. That could be cooking, baking, exercising. It is up to you to get into your sinful space. But whatever it is that brings you peace, get into a space where you can connect to source and receive some clarity, some oneness, some connectedness, so that you can receive and hear the messages that you need to see and hear and feel and feel intuitively within your gut. Okay, get in touch. All right, beautiful people. So choose wisely. But meditation is definitely on the table for you. Spirit is talking to you. We also have pleasure. Now this one's a little racy. Hey, all right, Miss Thing. I'm gonna read you, Miss Pleasure. Okay, that's a 4, pleasure. 4 always represents foundation. I think we were talking about 3s and something else, cooperation, celebration, and 4 is about foundational work, celebrations of home, things like that. And then right now, I think girlfriend is loving all her home space. We are definitely going to read this, but at the end of the day, what brings you pleasure? What brings you pleasure? What brings you into a happiness? Is it singing? Is it dancing? Is it playing cards? Is it listening to music? Is it watching TV or watching a good movie? What brings you happiness? Is it conversations with a one you love or a scintillating conversation with anyone? I mean, what brings you pleasure? Is it a piece of chocolate? What? These are the questions you need to dig down deep and but you need to find your pleasure. Reason being is because when you're in a happy space, you can hear and feel and get more in tune with the oneness of yourself, connectedness, and source. When you feel good, you feel God. If you are spiritual people and call it God, call it Allah, call it Jehovah, you call it universe, infinite intelligence, when you feel good, you feel source. It's a beautiful thing. It's a connectedness. It brings you into another dimension, another realm. And this is how you are able to receive all the good messages, the signs, receiving the synchronicities. So beautiful people, find your pleasure, a pleasure that brings you pleasure that does not harm others. It just brings pleasure to you. All right. And underneath the deck, hi, here you go. Soak in the bathtub. 46 becomes 10 and becomes a 1. So we're still in that 1 energy. Yes. Soak in the bathtub. When was the last time you soaked in the bathtub? I like how there's candles, lotions, crystals, stuff all around. There's some flowers in there, some rose petals. When was the last time you went ahead and loved on yourself? Beautiful people, maybe it's time to do you a nice little spiritual bath. In appreciation of the newness, you got to get rid of the old. And sometimes one of my rituals is I go ahead and I get into a bathtub, make a spiritual bath. I have frequencies playing because energy and frequency is real. YouTube has wonderful catalogs of so much music that you can listen to, relaxing yourselves. You know, if you can handle the salt, if you don't have a issue with high blood pressure, there's wonderful salt baths to soak in or sugar scrubs to rub on your body. It's time to pamper yourself. Remember, we're looking for pleasure. Give yourself a little self-love. There's nothing wrong with it. Lock the door. If the kids are trying to mess with you, lock the door, let them know mommy or daddy has to get some quiet time to themselves. And I'm closing this door. I will be back and deal with y'all in an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. But you need to find some time for yourself. So that can definitely be a wonderful idea for the bath time. All right, beautiful people. That is the end of your reading. Now, what we're going to do is go more into depth. That was my intuition kicking in to give you what I saw from that. Now we're going to dive a little deeper. And so, which ones called me the most? Which ones called me the most? You know what? I'm going to hit you on this shadow side. We're going to do White Witch. Yeah, we're definitely going to do White Witch. I'm curious for White Witch. Okay. You know what? No, that one's calling me more. All right. So we're going to begin with this White Witch. Spirit is telling me to get on that ASAP right now. White Witch. So let's do that. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? She's right here. All right, beautiful people. And as a reminder, be the light. Be the light. All right. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. Come through. I like that already. The White Witch card represents the maiden aspect of the paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here we go with some more earth energy. There we go. Yes. Here she is joined by a horned owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she is also willing to trust that she feels to be right within, what she feels to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the the goodness within. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. I'm a firm believer of that. People always choose wisely. Choose not to be pulled into the dramas, bickering, and energies that are just going to limit your joy. Message. I'm going to repeat that again. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickerings, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? Can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing the drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. Come through. And as always, beautiful people, shine your light. Message. All right, beautiful people, moving on. We also have, oh yeah, we're going to read this one too. All right. We also have old habits. Old habits, and things are getting clearer, beautiful people. We got to leave that negativity stuff and all that other crazy shit in the back, in the past. Come on now. I need you to stand with me. Old habits. Hold on. Can we get that? Not going to worry about that. Moving on. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. The more you believe that you can't let go of something that no longer serves you, the more you give away your power. Ooh. The more you believe that you can't let go of something that no longer serves you, the more you give away your power. And when you do, Spirit asks, what are you waiting for? Because it's you who makes this choice. We're going back to choices, beautiful people. Come on, Capricorns, Caps, I need you to step in here. Indeed, you can choose to let go of the old, worn out, destructive habits, or you can choose to let these bad habits consume you. When a habit is holding you back, it is keeping you from fulfilling your life's purpose, as well as keeping you from feeling good in your own skin. It is time to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Trust that you have the strength to let go of the old so that you can bring in the what? The new. Choose to only engage in activities and attitudes that are life-giving and supportive to your spiritual and emotional growth. Let go of this weight so that you can rise and shine. Yes. There is a new way of being, and it's just waiting to unfold for you. Change can be tricky. I say again, change can be tricky. However, once you realize that this change is your choice, it transforms into something to look forward to, something new and exciting, something refreshingly different. Clear the way for only those things that serve your highest good. Beautiful people, as you know, if you've been with me for a while, get your journals out. I'm always going to tell y'all to get your journals out. Here we go. Here are your questions. What is it time for you to let go of? What is it time for you to let go of? Number 2, why might you be holding on to it? Why might you be holding on to it? Why might you be holding on to it? Yes, that's scary. Number 3, how would your life be better if you could allow yourself to let this go? How could your life be better if you could allow yourself to let this go? Dig deep, beautiful people. And lastly, can you imagine how your life would be different, lighter, and brighter once you release it? Can you imagine how your life would be different, lighter, and brighter once you release it? I like that. Got to dig deep, beautiful people. I need you to dig deep. Get into that. That's some serious shit right there. Man, if it does not serve you, if it no longer serves you, it is time to let it go. You got to let it go. It doesn't serve you. You want something new, you want something better, you got to make some changes. Again, if what you've been doing has not been working, it is time to do what? Something else. Message. I'm not going to repeat that again, or maybe I will. I don't know. But Spirit is telling me I got to be specific with my words. Okay, and lastly, we have pleasure. That's what we're going to go over, pleasure. Like I said, I was very curious about this one. Mantra. Don't put up those journals yet. Mantra. I am worthy of pleasure. I am worthy of pleasure. Our bodies are magnificent temples of joy, bliss, and ecstasy, awaiting exploration. Oh my. Most of us have an upbringing filled with limiting perspectives about how we can experience pleasure and what kind is appropriate. As we begin to break free from constrictive perspectives, we can re-explore our bodies and all our senses to find new and more profound experiences of pleasure. This exploration is a very personal process, with the main requirement being an open mind. Begin by closing your eyes and tuning into your body. Ask yourself where you want to be touched and how you want to be touched. So yes, this is going into the direction that this picture was. Okay, so trigger moment for those who are sensitive and those who are underage. I need y'all, I don't know, y'all make it, hopefully everybody grown on this channel. Everybody grown. But anyway, you got to learn about your body one way or the other. Nothing is taboo. Know your body. Now, I am a proponent for that. Know your body. So where was I at? Ask yourself where you want to be touched and how you want to be touched. You know what? Sidebar. One thing I did learn with that whole sense of once you are in tune with your body, when you are in tune with your body, you will know what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. And if you are in an intimate relationship, it makes you more aware of what you like and what you don't like. So that's a couple of lessons to be learned with this aspect and changing your perspective if you feel this is too racy. Okay? Choose wisely. You can also ask your senses, what are they craving? What does your nose want to smell? What does your skin want to feel? What does your eyes want to see? What does your mouth want to taste? What does your ears want to hear? Pleasure has unlimited forms, and you can call in whatever once you desire. Whatever one you desire. Pleasure has unlimited forms, and you can call in whatever you desire. Whatever one you decide, yes. All right, so I'm glad it kind of like switched up on some other stuff. Like, yeah, let's come through. Journal prompt. What kind of pleasure do you want to call into your life? What kind of pleasure do you want to call into your life? This world is filled with all kinds of pleasures. It really is. So beautiful people, figure out which one is tuning in to you. Remember, make sure it's a pleasure that does not cause harm to anyone else or anyone, period. Anyone, period. Okay? So again, find your pleasure. Find your Zen. Find your happy space. I had to find my pleasure and rehydrate and drink some water. Water brings me pleasure. Yes, come through for so many reasons. Cleansing, refreshing, renewal, all of those good things. So now, once that's done, let's go ahead, beautiful people, and do a recap. Yes, get ready. So Capricorn's sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc., etc. You know your planet placements. We have Mother Earth. We have Mother Earth and new beginnings. Beautiful people, there's a new beginning going on around here. You have beginnings all around in your cards, in your readings. Love begins. Get into a space of groundedness. There's so much green in here. So I definitely need you to ground with Mother Gaia. Mother Earth is calling you. Get into your state of meditation. Get out into the parks. Get out and to touch a tree. Like I said, get outside, take a walk, quiet walk. You can walk by yourself. You can walk with someone else, but you need to get into a space of groundedness, all right? Do some shadow work. In your quietness, there's also times to get an idea about your shadow side, okay? Again, it's how you perceive it. It's your perception of what you think might be considered to be negative or not so good. Those are labels, and you choose how you want to label it. But there's a way of marrying that side about you that you can kind of learn to balance out. So you know that other side of you, you know when the right time to use it or how to bring it down so that there is a balance all around. Everything needs to be in harmony. Something is going on. You have a wake-up call. You have a wake-up call to live into your life's purpose. Could this be also part of your new beginnings? And if so, at the end of the day, if you really have something wholeheartedly that you believe in, stand your ground. Stand your ground. So many times there's so many oppositions, and universe can come in to see if you're really serious about what you want to do. And there are tests. So if you have those significant others or people who are kind of, you sure you want to do that? You look them straight in your eye, in their eye, if you really are serious about this, and tell them, hell yeah, I'm serious about this new move. I had the strangest experience telling people that, yes, I love to do tarot readings. I love to do oracle. And matter of fact, beautiful people, just a quick reminder, if you need an in-depth reading with me, you know how to reach me, okay? You know how to reach me. Hit me up, get on that email, get onto that website. You can reach us at oneloveandlightcenter.com. Usually I do this in the beginning and at the end, but I just decided to go ahead and do it, and I'm going to follow through with it. Or follow, like, and share, subscribe at One Love and Light Center on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And then on Twitter, it's just One Love and Light C. I digress. Going back to what I'm saying. And it was a trip to be able to tell people, yes, I do readings. Yes, I do yoga. I went and got my undergrad at University of Illinois in speech communications. And I went to go do my graduate studies at University of Chicago in the liberal arts. And yes, I later became a yoga instructor, and I do tarot oracle readings. And I am so happy, and became a Reiki master. And I love every freaking minute of it. You can start late in life and it doesn't matter. Find your Zen, find your pleasure, find your life purpose. Find it. And once you do, stand in it. Stand firmly in it. You are the mountain. Stand in it, beautiful people. Be the light. Be the light. Avoid all that negative-ish that's around you. If there's somebody around that negative and talking down about your dreams or whatever, get away from it. If you are the person that's out there crapping on people, I usually call them dream killers, crapping on other people's dreams, you need to let go. That's a bad habit. Let go of those old bad habits of negativity, negative thoughts, negative thinking, negative conversation, negative words, negative anything of negativity. It's time to let go. If it's a bad habit of yours, let it go, because you need to make space for this newness. Love begins. Speak loving words. Be supportive. If you want people to be supportive of you and what you're doing, guess what? You have to reciprocate. You have to give back, okay? Approval. Approval is very strong right about now. Approve everything that you're doing. Acceptance is key, beautiful people. Accept every part of you. Accept every part of your talent. If you wholeheartedly believe in changing something or your career, and you are in your midlife years, there's nothing wrong with that. Step into your purpose, but you got to be in alignment. There has to be a guaranteed acceptance of who you are and whose you are and what you're going to do with your innate gifts. Stand firm, beautiful people. Stand your ground. Stand in self-confidence and do what is calling to you to do. Meditate. Find a calmness into it. Find your pleasure. Find what brings you happiness. Find what brings you a peaceful Zen. Cook, clean, bake, sing, dance, whatever it is that's calling to you. Find it. Soak in a bathtub. Get some candles, get some crystals, get some salt baths, whatever you need to get your life right. You know what you need. Oils, whatever it is that you used to do, but just haven't had time to do it. Pamper yourself. In that moment of self-love and self-care, I promise you there are a lot of things that will come to you. Signs, synchronicities, messages. Quiet solitude is a powerful thing. I don't know why a lot of people are afraid of solitude. I guess maybe it depends on how much solitude, because too much, there is a balance of life, and too much of anything can be bad. But if you are a person who has a problem with solitude, I need you to shift your perspective. The quietness is for you. It's for you to be able to receive in your moment of quietness all the messages, all the things that you wanted to do or read or write. That quietness is there to help you to be productive if you shift your perspective of the solitude and the quiet. All right? So shift your perspective, beautiful people. All right. And so that concludes your reading. Beautiful people. Again, the reminder. If you like what you see, please thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. Go ahead and subscribe. I love this. It'll help me with my numbers. It'll help me to continue to do this. I love what I do. I love sharing these messages. I love my guidance. I love just talking. So at the end of the day, I love what I do, please. And if it resonated, this message resonated with you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, hit your girl up. Put a comment below. Interact with me. It's all good. I won't bite today. I can be reached at One Love and Light Center. That's our website. Come and check out our services. Follow, like, share, and subscribe to our channels. Sub to our YouTube, Instagram, our Facebook. Again, everything is One Love and Light Center except for our Twitter, One Love and Light C. All right. So beautiful people, as always, shine your light. Shine your light. You never know who you may inspire. And I'm a firm believer when you shine, and if everyone was to shine their light, no one would ever be in darkness. No one. There's a purpose in that. All right. So let's close this out right now, giving thanks to our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. If you are sitting in a chair, plant your feet to the ground for this grounding session, because it's time for you to ground. So might as well start now, beautiful people. Let's ground ourselves. If you're lying in the bed, just close your eyes, get into a space of Zen, place your hands on your heart space or by your side. It's your choice. Find your Zen. We're going to take our deep breaths, inhaling through our nose, exhaling through open mouth. Let's begin. Take an inhale through the nose and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right. Thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and divine one for this beautiful reading. Thank you for allowing Capricorn to hear the messages, the advice, the guidance they needed to hear tonight. As always, we say thank you. And so it is. Amen. Beautiful people, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your afternoon, your week, whatever it is. Beautiful people, just whatever you do, shine your light. It's been my pleasure, your pleasure, my pleasure. It's been a pleasure doing this, okay? Since the word of the day is pleasure. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, all right? Mwah. Sending you love and light, beautiful people. Bye.